Today on The Struggling Guitarist, I'm going to struggle through Man in a Box by Alice in Chains. Let's get started. Ooh. All right, are you ready to get started on a 90s grunge classic? This is good stuff. So here's a little bit of trivia for you. This song started out about censorship. What happened is actually Alice in Chains was well into writing this when they went to dinner with some Columbia Records executives. Many of the executives there were vegetarians, and they started discussing about how lambs are kept inside a tiny box in order to be slaughtered for veal. Inspired by it, they went home, wrote Man in the Box, and it's from the perspective of a calf inside the box waiting to be slaughtered. But nonetheless, it's an amazing song to play, and we're going to do it today. The first thing I need to mention is I'm tuned down half of a step. This is now an E flat, an A flat, a D flat, a G flat, a B flat, and another E flat. So this song is going to be mainly based around this E power chord. Hey guys, a quick note. I'm obviously filming this after the fact, but my guitar friend says I played the intro wrong. I'm apparently supposed to play an E7 chord, which is an open and 5, 5th string, 5th fret. And that's played for its dissonance, rather than the E5 power chord that you would normally come to expect from a rock song. Wah, wah. What do you guys think? Leave a comment below and let me know. Anyway, back to the song. We're going to be palm muting that. So we're going to do one down strum, palm mute, and then you're going to let it off and completely cut out the note. That's on 1. On 2, we're going to play one string mute. On the and a 2, we're going to play another E. On the and a 3, we're going to play another strum. And on the and a 4, we're going to do a muted strum. So nice and slow. Now we're going to do that 3 times through. On the 4th time through, it's going to have a second ending. We're going to do 1, and then we're going to do an open hammer onto that 2, and then an open on the 4th string here. That's going to sound like this. Let's do that all the way through. So for this next part, this is actually happens on the 2nd time through of the intro. Now you could go ahead and continue playing the riff that we are just doing. However, I like to mix it up and actually play the main guitar riff. So if you were to combine both these parts, you would do that first part of the rhythm 1 time through, up through the... And instead of starting it again, what we're going to do is we're going to take our middle finger here and we're going to put that on the 2nd fret, 3rd string. And we are going to slide from the 2 to the 4. At this point, we're going to put our index finger down to the 2nd string right here on the 3rd fret. We're going to use our ring finger to the 2nd string, 5th fret. Then we're going to jump back up, go back to the 3rd string, 2nd fret, then slide again from the 2 to the 4, play an open, then we're going to do an open hammer on that same string. We're going to play an open, move up 1 string, and then do an open hammer on. That's going to sound like this. Now Now, what you should be doing is you should maybe give these strings some wobble. I don't always do it. Mostly I just forget. I'm so focused on hitting my strings. But if you can, try and get some vibrato with these strings. Then we're going to repeat. And like that, you're done with the intro. Let's move on. So this next section, I didn't know quite how to call it. It's basically the intro again. They just change at the end. Let me show you. After you go through the intro the first time, the second time through it, you'll start the same way. You'll do the beginning 3 times. 2, 3. At this point, we're going to hit 1 down. We're going to scoot up to the 5th string, 5th fret, do 1 pick, and then do another and a hammer onto that 7. And once again, you want to give it some vibrato there. We're going to do a power chord up here on the 3 and the 5, the 3 on the 6th string, and a 5 on this 5th string. And we are going to do 1, 2, and we're going to reach over with our pinky and play a 7, and then back to the 3 and the 5. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're going to do that 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 17, 3, 4, 18, 3, 4. Then you're going to scoot over here and you're going to play another E power chord. And we're just going to play the 5 here with vibrato twice. And we're going to do that 3 times. So before I finish this up, let's play what we just learned, all of it together. I just want to make sure we have it before we go into this next part, which has multiple variations. So what we'll do is we're going to start with that intro rhythm part again, right? 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to scoot to the 3 and the 5. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. At this point, we're going to do a fill. Now, as far as I can tell, there's 3 different fills in this song. We're just going to go through them right now, but just be aware. You can always think of it after you do this, after you go into this pre-chorus section with the pinky reach, and then that's when the fill is going to pop up. In this case, we are going to put our ring finger down on the 3rd fret, 2nd string. We're going to slide to the 5, play the 3, go up to the 2 on the 3rd string, slide down, play that 2, open, and move up a string to the 2. Let's try that again. Now, the second fill is actually going to be up here, and it's going to be on both the 14th fret of the 2nd and 3rd strings. And what you're going to try and do is you're going to try and bend both of these strings up. So you really got to cram in that pinky, cram in your ring finger there so you can do a string bend. And bring it back down. Do a second one. Lift your fingers. You're going to play the 12th fret of the 3rd string. Go up 1 string to the 14. So let's try that again. Ooh, that was messy. Ooh! Now the 3rd one is actually over here on the 5th fret, 4th string. We're going to slide from the 5 to the 7. Then we're going to play the 5. Then we're going to move up one string to the 7, the 5, move up one string to the 5, 3, and that's all eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So the 3 of them are and now once again, let's just play a little bit of this part just so we can hear it every time. Second time. And the third time. And like that, you've learned the pre-chorus and all its riffs. Let's keep going. Now for this last part, the chorus. What you're going to do here is you're going to start with the open E, just like you were doing. We're going to shift over here to the 3 and the 5 on the 5th and 6th string. And actually, we're going to play an upstroke here. What happens is the next 3 strums are all in the and. Now, it's slow enough you could definitely play down if you want to. This would at least keep in time if you were doing the locomotive strum hand, right? But the other thing is it just seems cool because you're like, you know, it just feels like you've got some flair there. So the first strum is 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Then we're going to scoot down to a D. We're going to do another. Then we're going to make an A. And then the open and a 3. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. And then you would carry right back into our initial rhythm. And like that, you have everything you need to play Alice in Chains' Man in the Box. So thanks for helping me struggle through Man in a Box by Alice in Chains. I admit, I do like grunge, and I like it a lot. Now remember, this came out like 2 years before Teen Spirit, so it doesn't get the credit it deserves. But it was in heavy rotation on MTV due to the video. But it didn't really go platinum until 93 or 94 or something like that. But anyway, this is great stuff. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you joining me. I wouldn't do this without you, seriously. So make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. And I'll see you next time on The Struggling Guitarist.